Welcome to Ross-Age Stadium, home to the Purdue Boilermakers here in West Lafayette, Indiana, and they have been ready to go boiler up since early this morning. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Toledo Rockets, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Rockets will kick it away to start us off. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense takes the field to start this game off. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
Offense set on first down. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Back open in the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Running it back, it's Lang. Makes a move. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. So the Toledo Rockets offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
They'll give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Got it in the middle. It's Conway. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Throws to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted. Touchdown, Toledo. How about that D coming up with a play like that? This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating a turnover and getting points off of it.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week, he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
This offense has a 2nd down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the Rockets will have a 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes his connection. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field. You saw that right there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. He makes the catch. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Rockets with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
He's got it again. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rockets.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone. You love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Purdue, 0.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And they got him him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Got him downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the offense. On 2nd down, looking to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Florida is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in the swamp. They're up by 7 over Liberty. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Rockets line up to punt it away. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Out of the gun, the inside give. Still on his feet at the 45. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Toledo has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Leaves it with the back. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Trying play action. Getting some heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
The official says no good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Got his man in the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Rockets come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run for it on third and short. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been...
And he breaks into the open. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. He's looking to throw. He makes a grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? And if he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Purdue, 3.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3, but get a touchdown here and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, and it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light this scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself, do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Boy, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take...
Gonna take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Branch. Put it right on him, sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Boilermakers will hustle to the line. Running back searching for a hole. He's there to make the stop.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Now the play fake. Deep shot for the end zone. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll throw it on first down. Going for the big play. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He looks that one in nicely. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I...
Touchdown, Purdue! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row. He's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Rockets offense is back on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this off.
Gonna take a shot. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Toledo. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bentley. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
To the air on first down. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catches.
Tackle.
First down.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Got his man downfield. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And now on second down for this offense. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him to
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
He's got the back in the middle. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
He wants it all. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermaker.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal.
He's taking the shot. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Timeout, Toledo.
You get the big play, now to pay it off. 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking for the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. They'll line up for a second down play. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Rockets!
Touchdown, Toledo.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Purdue, 17.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Fighting off the defender. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
The Boilermakers will kick it off to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Oh, look out! The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Toledo! And the beatdown has ensued.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia Tech has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Lane Stadium. They're up by just 2 over Maryland. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He's going to pass. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Looking to throw on second down. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On third down, looking to throw it beyond the sticks. He's loose at the 15. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Bringing it back, it's Lang. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Rockets offense is back on the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or you say, hey, QB, put that thing out there.
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
They're getting this guy lathered up. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime.
What a snag by the defense.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there. And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack. Throw the ball away. Now, listen, we could debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I'm weak, Chuck.
He's trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw on third down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some.
What you mean you used to cook us? You never used to cook me.
First down, here's 2nd and 1. Single back formation, and they give it to him. What a good run there. He has another.
Yeah, we looking forward to playing Buffalo too, man.
Get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He shows you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Rockets are on the move. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
2nd down coming up with this red zone opportunity.
Evidence.
Here's the handoff. The Rockets will keep this drive going.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to
I'm
come
innocent,
out each
Coach.
and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, hit.
Touchdown, Rockets! And the route is on.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
49, Purdue.
Buffalo, stay tuned, man. That's coming to your city soon.
And it'll come out to the 25. No
Real
attempt at a
soon,
return.
Buffalo.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. It's caught downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they points with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets it out fast. At the 45 on its way. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Guys, let's see what
Biggie,
Toledo
man.
can get done on offense this time.
We trying to win that championship this year.
He wants to throw. He's going to let it go. And he is
That's on me. That was just a terrible throw. Terrible throw.
And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Rockets offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
On second down, he'll let it fly. A strike downfield. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Toledo. And the stomping has commenced.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you could see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. UAB went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Blazers team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome. And certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Looking for a gap. It's Robinson.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Toledo has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break.
And that's crazy. They just put in all my second strings. I ain't even do that.
From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. And the Rockets will put it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
Now, you talk about a sideline that was jacked up, excited for the big punt return. And then, man, he makes the big mistake, puts it on the deck, and the momentum goes shifted right back to the other side.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Reed. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Rockets! And the punishment has been extended. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that was just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback.
Yeah, just wait till we play Buffalo. I plan on putting 80 up on y'all.
Really happened. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. He makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Y'all think we're going to get the 80 ball?
Space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming with the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think of.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line is set on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Hamilton. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Boilermakers look to keep this drive humming. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Now look what I found. I I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Guys,
you think so, Biggie?
First 2 third-down tries.
Man, we just playing good, solid football. That fundamental football out here, making plays, making the play that need to be made. Oh, yep, that's another pick. Oh, come on, y'all.
Incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. It's good. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense.
Weak, man. I don't say it. We whooping them so bad, bro. The coach put in every second string. Like, I don't have no starter in the game right now.
He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. At the 35, he's loose. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. And the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line.
And the quarterback is snowed under. The Rockets will bring the punt team onto the field.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense.
Even my defense. Even my defense is off. Well, I got one starter in the game.
Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got to feel.
I only got one starter in the game on my defense, my middle linebacker.
Game plan is now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Trying to get to it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now the offense has to overcome the
They still making plays, though.
The defense comes up with a sack. He's back to throw on 2nd down. He's open on the right.
They're not as fast, you know what I'm saying?
More and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick.
Like, what the fuck? What was that?
Goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still be counted for 6.
That's crazy.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Fellas, a battle in the Beaver State today. A lot of green, a lot of orange in the stands. Whenever Oregon and Oregon State have at it, and here's the latest. Oregon was anything but dominant today, but the Ducks are going to leave Autzen Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L-Cup. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They needed to find enough space and get it moving they're up to the 22.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
He lets one fly deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. The expressway is wide open. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
That is such a nice job.
Hey, Big, you had to pull out the bag of tricks. I'll say I don't got no starters in the game, so I have to make something shake, bro.
Just don't drop this. Just don't drop this. All he had to do was catch it and run it into the end zone.
Well, and I think people underestimate the timing of a flea flicker, right? When you got to hand the football off, get the toss back, and the quarterback now be in sync with the receiver, and he catches it, you're right, and then gets into the end zone like he's supposed to for the big-time play.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done
No, I definitely wouldn't go that far. Say all that, Biggie. They're decent. They're like 70, 75, high 70s. But
they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Yeah, they nothing crazy.
This offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage,
as you can see, these guys on defense, they can't even get a tackle.
Allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Fires to the wide out. Complete to the left. They're able to get him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Boilermakers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together. Maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. They keep attacking through the air. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And this has been a rough day for this offense. And finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. That's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that. Put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positives today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but, like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 1st down, 10 yards to go. They're going to ride this running back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting a man on the ground. They'll run play action. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. This is what an elite.
Appreciate y'all for stopping through, checking us out. It was a good game. It's a good win.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff,
Gonna get ready for next week.
I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying